All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the North American quarterfinals here in King of the Sea 14 as we bring you Game 1 of 07 and VWO50. Here in the green, spawning on the north side of Northern Waters, is VW bringing Montana, Kremlin, Des Moines, Napoli, Moskva, and Nevsky. All the 12-kilometer radar you can pack into a game, apparently, just about anyway. Fronted by Gearing, Daring, and that's top geared in a radar Yu Yang. What do you got on the south end of the map there, Zath?
That's correct. Opposing them, Team 07 is choosing to bring double St. Vincent, Nevsky, Nevsky, Des Moines, Napoli, Gearing, Ragnar, Kleber, and a second Kleber. Important to note, both Gearings are unique upgrade in this match. Raptor, I have a question for you as the teams get set up.
What?
So people in chat have been asking, why so much St. Vincent? What's with the St. Vincent.exe patchers or whatnot that teams are suddenly catching on to?
It's a fair question, Zath, and if I'm honest, I'm not sure that I have a great answer for you. For starters, I haven't played the ship a whole lot. Okay, so you're asking someone who doesn't have a tremendous amount of experience having played the ship. I think I'm only up to tier 7 in that line. If I had a guess, I would believe it's because A, it's got battlecruiser dispersion, doesn't it? Doesn't it get pretty good accuracy? So the shells go where you aim them, which is not something you can say for every tier 10 battleship, but for this one, you probably can. It has the speed boost, which gives it some better repositional opportunities, and those torpedoes allow it to potentially make some pushes that you can't necessarily always make with other battleships. I mean, think about the other tier 10 battleships that you would think that have torpedoes that you would expect to see, like a Schlieffen, for example. As good as a Schlieffen is, it's a little squishy, isn't it, Zath?
Yes. Now you're missing that one other part is that super heal, right? That allows it to just build itself back up.
Is it? So it does get the Conqueror or the British crazy super heal, does it?
Yeah, I can't remember if it's the exact same super heal or if it's like close to it, but either way, it does heal up quite a bit. I saw a bunch of matches on EU today where these St. Vincents took a whacking and then they were like, whatever, and hit the fancy button and reprinted a ship.
So I can only go ahead.
And that single torpedo packs a punch. It's a 30,000 damage. And we saw earlier with EU a Petropavlovsk take one to the face and dead.
Yep. Yeah.
At close range.
So I can only assume then, right? We have seen in the past, Kings of the Sea of the past, we have seen Conqueror be an impactful ship. I can only assume then that teams are approaching St. Vincent as a Conqueror plus, right? You still get that crazy British high explosive when you need it, and you get the crazy heal, but on top of that, you get the speed boost and the torpedoes and so on. That's all that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
And a lot of the businesses, the business is basically in the front.
Yes.
As well. It doesn't have, really good rear firing arc. Actually has 0 rear firing arc, really, other than the secondaries. So we saw an instance with that with EU too, where somebody tried to get on a St. Vincent's rear. It just took a while to make it happen.
Tuna Can's Ragnar at B, just executing almost a textbook assassination here of this VW Daring, pushing him off the cap, literally sitting in the open, firing his guns. Literally, no one's spotting him. No one's spotting him from VW Zath, and there he goes.
Just like that, just although to bot goes down.
Yep. So, our first blood here going to 07. They pick up B. They're converting A. At the moment, nobody going near C. Everybody's looking at C like, oh, I ain't going in there. You can't make me.
Yeah, I love it how both have 3 assets just sitting there. Basically, just kind of, 406mm no power did take a decent chunk earlier in the Nevsky, but, we just basically have 2 Death Snails that are just kind of sitting there.
Yep. And 406 had his radar up. In fact, his radar is about to expire, but he's not detecting anything with it. He can see Oxymoron, but that's because Oxy's been firing.
Right. Now, look at the one line. VWO50 looks like they might be trying to put together a push down
Yep.
that one line.
Looks like they're maybe trying. We've seen teams try this before in this right, Zap. They use a smoke or a double cruiser push or something, and you can see 07 making almost the exact same play from the south here. BFK's Napoli.
Yeah, coming under crossfire from Kremlin.
Yep. Both teams fully aware of the strength of this position at the A cap. Let's see who can claim it.
Yeah, bad although too good just took a big hit in the Des Moines.
Yep, I'm presuming again that was the St. Vincent shells.
From Peyton the Rockhider, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. So now we've got all of these ships clustered around this A-cap island, spotting each other, despite the physical barrier in between. Everybody proxy spotting everybody else.
At this point, you disembark your sailors, climb the mountain, get to the other side, and start shooting.
Exactly. It's time for boarding action, Zath. We're gonna offload people. We're gonna hike around the island, and we're gonna board them with axes and pikes and take over the ship.
That's right. That's right. Now, both Napolis.
You notice this,
reversing.
Right? Look at this.
Yeah, it's like
look at this. It's like I can't believe they're actually gonna go. He is. It's gonna happen. They're gonna go for this play. BFK is going to move forward. BFK is going to go forward and try and for just the yeah, he gets a few shells around, but not much out of them.
Oh, yeah, just overpenned the butt with a couple, and that was it. I mean, all that buildup.
Yep. whole lot of drama at A, but the real action in my mind happening over at C as SAT scores gearing, moves in, bags that cap, and 7 minutes in, Zath, 07 owns the entire board.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I mean, that's thanks to that daring going down early.
Yeah.
There's really no easy way to cap
Nope.
contest with 2 destroyers, all 3 caps.
Top geared Yang also in trouble. Look at this.
Yep. And you can see that the gearing for VWO50 is also now rotating. It looks like they're picking B as the place to possibly contest and push.
They're going to have to do something because they're down a destroyer. Top Geared's Yang is more or less out of the fight. 5 Ships Gearing is the last really healthy destroyer they've got over here. He's going to push into B, and we'll probably be able to pick that up before 07 can do anything about it. But, man, they've got to do something. They're over 400 points upside down.
Meanwhile, we have 1 ship each in that island decided to leave. And now they're turning back into each other. I mean, it's kind of...
This is such a weird little dance to see, Zath. I think VW is going to push their Napoli around this island and see if they can assassinate BFK.
It's like Deep Space Nine, Siege of AR-558 or whatever. We held.
That's right. That's right. Oof. Yeah, looks like he's going for it.
We will hold this island for the Dominion.
As predicted, 5 Ships Gearing about 3/4 of the way done with the B cap. They're bringing back Tuna Can's Ragnar to see if they can radar him, push him off. They do pick him up with the radar.
There it is.
But are those shells going to come in time? Yeah, I guess they are. They are going to be able to defend the cap. And they do.
That is it.
Excellent reactionary play from 07 here.
Yeah.
And here comes the Napoli crawling up BFK's stern. Any of these torpedoes going to land?
Maybe
one. Maybe one.
One. No,
zero. Look at that. It scrapes the paint off BFK's ship.
Oh, man. And
in return. And in return. What a... Unbelievable. Des Moines AP coming in on Goods broadside now.
It's like that Warships video was right. Torpedoes can bounce off ships. Now, here's the question, though. Which Napoli's going to get the shot off first?
BFK's, I think, is going to lose this duel.
No,
he's got friends. He needs to fire right now. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, he had to time it just right. And he does pick it up as 07 up over 900 points. Now, we're not even to the 10-minute mark. That's how much pressure giving up all of those early caps put on VW. They do claim back, do grab a kill back, though, as they shove the Kremlin into A.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do something with the Kremlin.
And
I'm going to take this cap.
Look at 5 Ships Gearing, Zath. 43 hit points.
Yeah, well, does not have adrenaline rush.
this game has been just almost a textbook, like 07 class on how to control and assassinate the opposing destroyers.
What's interesting is that they just came on so strong, like,
Very, very strong.
like, they're like, we're here to win, boys.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh
that's
yeah.
it. We're not playing.
Yeah. There are some familiar names on this '07 team if you've been watching them for many years as we have, and some new names as well. That's typical, right? There's usually a little turnover between each event.
Well, and some of them are names that we're used to. They're just renamed.
True,
Or
fair,
people we're
fair,
used to.
fair. Boomdiata's Kleber down, getting very low, 2,300 and falling, having to run south, trying to preserve his ship.
Yeah.
We're seconds from an 07 win. All they have to do is not lose another ship. Which, for poor grass-feds Des Moines, I'm afraid, is not going to work out. Although Soul Gain's guns weren't looking. Grass-fed's going for the ram. He's going to get there. He's not.
Oh, denied.
He's not. So we trade ships there, and once again, we're still only seconds from an 07 win here in Game 1.
What a battle. What an interesting start to the series. How do you come back at this?
I mean, 07 just in control of this game from the opening moments as they grab a quick kill towards the end to pick up Game 1. Whew. Wow. Convincing, Zath. Looking like the champions of old.
Impressive. I mean, yeah, exactly what you would expect to see out of 07 coming right out of the gate. VWO50s. Gonna probably have to take some time, think things through a bit, try to do some quick analysis, and come back with a response.
Indeed.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Absolutely. Speaking of analysis, let's see what the boys in the studio have to say. Take it away, Bogsy and Gaishu.
I see what you